last time. I thought the Men in Black finally decided to come get me. I don't know who those people were. It's 2 o'clock in the morning. But back to Enoch. This, next to only Ezekiel, is actually the most vivid descriptions of flying ships and extraterrestrials in biblical scripture. Now again, these words were written 2,000 to 3,000 years ago. And Enoch speaks of God coming and taking him to give him a tour, basically, of heaven and the different areas of heaven. Alright, now it says Enoch's dream vision of heaven, the watchers, and giants. Not angels or demons, but the watchers and giants. Wow. This vision was shown to me. This vision clouds invited me, and the mist summoned me. And the course of the stars and lightning sped me, and the winds and the vision caused me to fly, lifting me upward and bearing me into heaven. I went in till I came near a wall built of crystals and surrounded by tongues of fire. It began to frighten me. I went into the tongues of fire and came near a large house. Again, what I said earlier about the Bible saying that clouds were often chambers, or a chamber of God. A chamber is a house. Enoch says here that when he went up to heaven, which is the sky, when he went up to the sky, he saw a large house built of hailstone crystals. Wow. Amazing. Now, not to read all of this, God speaks to him and says, go speak to the watchers of heaven who have sent you to intercede for them. Wow. Who are the watchers of heaven? Who are these people? Now again, he's talking about his journey there, and I encourage everyone to look up the prophet Enoch and what he saw when he went up into the sky. And he went up to 7 different heavens, or seven different layers of the sky. Check this out. His first level, when he was first taken up, it says that 2 men summoned me and took me on their wings and carried me up to the first heaven and set me down there and brought me face to face with an elder. He saw a very great sea, greater than the earthly sea, and angels were flying with their wings. He showed me the storehouse of the cloud. Again, back to what I said earlier, a house that was inside of a cloud, from which it goes up and down. So he saw some type of dwelling where these angels were inside, and this dwelling was hidden inside of a cloud, and the cloud was moving up and down. Sounds like a device to me. But when he says he saw a very great sea, now we all know that the sky, our atmosphere, is blue, just like the sea. So that makes a lot of sense. He was in the air. He was taken to the second heaven, the second level. And when he says here, I was showed darkness, greater than earthly darkness. That is very profound. And if we look at this not from a supernatural perspective, he just said that he was in the first layer of heaven that was blue, like the sea. When he got further than that, Enoch was taken to space. He said it was darkness, greater than any earthly darkness. Absolutely, he was taken into space. The, what do they call it? The ionosphere, or the exosphere. Isaiah, the ascension of Isaiah. I don't think that this is mentioned in the King James Version. Again, Isaiah was a great prophet who questioned himself one time. He said, who are these people or these men who have flown to my window? He says here in the ascension of Isaiah, he's actually having visions here. And he says that, and when these things come to pass and the signs happen that I showed you, then will my son be revealed as the man you saw ascending, Jesus Christ. When all nations hear my voice, every man will leave his own land, and the warfare of one against the other, and an innumerable multitude will be gathered together as you saw, desiring to come and to fight against him. but he will stand upon the summit of Mount Zion, and Zion will come. Now, if we know who Jesus really is, as we all proclaim that we do, we know who Jesus is, why in the world would we fight against him? We know that he left on a cloud, supposedly, and he's supposed to come back in a cloud, supposedly. What this great prophet is telling us is that we don't know a damn thing, because when Christ returns, he's coming in a way that we don't expect. He's coming back in a spaceship. It says that the men who had made warfare against each other, meaning other nations, who's fighting now? North Korea, the U.S., Iraq, these great nations. But no more. When they see the man coming, they will stand against him and make warfare against him. And Zion will come. Zion is a city. This city will descend from the sky. That's just amazing. I think of Independence Day or something like that, where you see these large crafts coming from the sky.